Hello everyone, welcome to Go Global World GGW Sharks 26 events. It's been 26 events so far. It's crazy. Like it's just so many amazing people coming from around the world to pitch our investors, and we are super excited to see everyone. And I hope these events will really bring you enough value so you can build your amazing projects, and so we can facilitate the connections with the right investors. And with that said, I just we'll kick off the event in a second. I'll show you a few slides about Go Global World. I just had a call recently with one of the investors. I just want to say his praise. He recently shared that what makes founders and investors being the same, what makes us the same? Probably we all raise at some point, right? So with that said, you are the ones who are raising today, and hopefully you will convince some connections with investors. So good luck with that. And with that said, I'm going to show you a few slides about us and then present the investors and the rules. So what is Go Global World? Go Global World is the matchmaking platform. It's a global network where you can connect with relevant investors. Investors can meet relevant startups by their precise criteria. Now, on our platform, you can decide faster whether this connection really fits your criteria or not. And you are meeting independently verified profiles of people, of startups or investors. We don't let anyone to the platform without verification. And on the platform, you build your own profile. If you're a startup, you build your one-pager. The system is building you automatically after you fill out your profile. And investors are building their one-pager. And this is something you can share externally. For example, investors are saying that 99% of connection requests via email or LinkedIn with their funding request are irrelevant. So the system will allow you to actually eliminate this kind of problem. So investors are sharing their profile with startups. There is apply for funding button, and the system will actually compare criteria of investors against the startup criteria and decide on behalf of investors if it's a relevant connection or not. And with that, it will save a lot of time for investors, a lot of time for startups. And this is on external funding requests. On the platform, we know already a lot of information about the startups and investors, and we facilitate connections with their criteria by stage, verticals, business model, and you name it. So quite complex combination. Well, it's not only matchmaking, it's a network and it's data. So we give you as much visibility as we can so you can understand what's going on with your profile as a startup, how investors are looking into you, and so maybe you can fix something, maybe make something better. For investors, you can actually evaluate not only the network we have on the platform, but also your own network, how it leads into a real good conversion that may be potentially becoming your deal. Now, that's probably it about Go Global World. I'll share the link so you can create your profiles on the platform and start matching. And those who already created the platform, they of course will have some priority from us. And today I'm announcing again the GGW Sharks 26 event, and the panel of investors is this. We have great 5 investors. Meir Rabkin, Reichert, we've already been at many events of ours for the past 6-7 months. Maria Nikopoulos will join in a bit. She excused herself, saying she will be there soon. Triet Nguyen and Team Liao. I will let investors to present themselves in a moment. And right now, I just want to switch to rules, which would make this event most efficient for all of us. So please keep yourself muted all the time, of course, except for investors. This is important because if somebody is interrupting you, you probably will not deliver your pitch as you wish it would be delivered. So that's important. We don't interrupt each other, and make sure you're always keeping yourself muted. Now, please raise your hand to pitch if you want to pitch. It is a 2-minute elevator pitch plus questions from investors. So you don't use your slides. It's an elevator pitch. It's only for new startups with sales, evidence of IP, and scalable business model. Of course, we will have a sharp stop after 2 hours, and some of the startups may not make it to the end, so it usually happens a lot. But if you don't, we will let you pitch on the next event. So don't worry about that. We will always try to do it for everyone who wants to pitch. GGW platform members will pitch first. It's a normal rule for us, and those who didn't pitch last time. If you still have question to us, you can reach out to me and my team at info@goglobal.world. We will definitely be happy to help. Of course, you can always email us saying that you didn't pitch, and in order to get a priority on the next event. So we'll make sure you get. Now, it's a networking event. We also have investors in the chat. This is where you can act. Please don't sell anything to each other. This is a networking event where we support each other. So please support each other. This is so important, especially elevator pitch is something that is not easy to deliver. And sometimes we all fail, and supporting each other is important. Finally, the ideal 2-minute elevator pitch consists of few steps. Keep it as a story and get to the point of what you do. Of course, show your differentiation and discuss your traction. This is something investors really want to hear. And if you did pitch before in the past 30 days or more, please explain what has changed since the moment you pitched. Because this is, if you pitch the same thing to the same investors, that might be not a good impression for them about your startups and future. Well, that's probably it. This is our contacts, our website, goglobal.world, our email info@goglobalworld. So please reach out if any questions you have. That's it. Now, investors. So I will let investors to present themselves. Meir, would you like to go first to talk about yourself and your fund?
Yeah, sure. So thank you, Daniel, and pleasure to meet everyone. So my name is Meir Rabkin. I'm the founder of Blue Vision Capital. It's a fund based in Montreal, focusing on climate tech startups, so seed to Series A. Really what we're trying to do is find breakthrough innovative startups that are trying to find meaningful ways to solve the climate crisis. So we're more focusing on the asset light type of sleeve, and delighted to be with you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Meir. Great to have you. Maria, we are at the moment of presenting ourselves, so great that you made it by the beginning. So please present yourself and tell everyone what you guys do.
Sounds good. Hi, everybody. I am Maria. I work for Wollef. We invest in LATAM startups. I'm a huge fan of prop tech, but we invest in a little bit of everything, and a huge fan of emerging markets as well.
Thank you. Great to have you. And we continue to Tim. Tim, please tell a few words about yourself too.
Oh, hi everyone. I'm Tim Liao. So I'm currently at Acorn Pacific Ventures as one of the investors. We've been in Bay Area for 25 years, focusing a lot on fintech supply chain, climate tech, and also like robotics. Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Great to have you, Tim, with us. And Bill Reichert, your turn.
Thanks, Daniel. And again, thank you so much for putting all this together and for hosting us. I'm delighted to participate here, and I'm absolutely looking forward to the energy from all of these startups. For all the startups, my name is Bill Reichert, and I'm a general partner at Pegasus Tech Ventures. Pegasus is a global venture capital firm with our offices here in Silicon Valley, where I'm sitting, and offices all over the world. So we invest in pretty much every sector and in pretty much every stage, from seed to pre-IPO, across IT, communications, hardware, software, material science, life science, space tech. So we're very, very, very broad in our investment reach. We've got over $2 billion of assets under management. And over the years, we've invested in something over 250 companies. So looking forward to hearing some brilliant entrepreneurs.
Sounds exciting. It's 250 companies. There's a lot of companies, actually.
A lot of companies.
Okay, Triet. Go ahead.
But we love them all. We love them all. Okay.
Triet, you will be the one who will kick off the GGW Sharks 26. No pressure, but a few words about yourself.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's, really excited to see all the companies pitch. So my name's Triet. I'm a senior associate here at Render Capital. We're based in Louisville, Kentucky. And for us, we're industry agnostic. We'll take a look at anything and everything. Early stage, so pre-seed through Series A is where our sweet spot is. And we are geography focused. So anywhere in the US outside of New York, Boston, and the Bay is where we like to invest. I get excited at looking at companies that are operating at collisions between industries. So think gig economy, digital healthcare, fintech, legal tech. Yeah.
Sounds exciting. So welcome, dear Sharks. The rules are simple. If you are in and you say explicitly you're in, we will connect you with the startups you select via email today or tomorrow. If you're out, please give a few words with as your feedback why you're out, if you want to, and that's how the event will go. So excited to get started. And the first startup to pitch today is Andrei Delonak. Andrei, you ready?
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm ready.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes. Please go for it.
Okay. Today, I want to address a common challenge we all face in our daily lives. We all use different bank cards, but these cards identify us only for banks, not for retailer. To get reward from loyalty program, we need additional card or telling phone number or use apps of retailer. It's this disconnected approach not only does impact us, but also affects bank, international payment system, and retailers. Everyone missed out of opportunity to better shopping experience. What we do? We create a mobile application, Karta.me, where the user registers and receives his code, Karta.me ID. Next, we integrate Karta.me ID into the retailer loyalty programs and in the bank card at the same time. This elevates our bank cards into universal loyalty card. Our solution is win-win for all participants in retail purchases. Our card identifies the pair not only for bank, but importantly for the retailers as well. We don't change the loyalty program of the retailers, but give the Karta.me users access to them using his Karta.me ID, which is the same for all retailers. We call it digital passport of the customer. Certainly, we have competitors, loyalty card aggregators, and bank card, but there is a good demand for our solution because international payment system and bank now under the pressure of a new payment system. Our solution will help him to stand out from the competitors. As a recognition of our efforts, we have been named Visa Brand of the Year in Belarus for our record sales. We receive revenue from Visa for each active card, from bank, passing from transaction on our card, and for in-app advertising from retailer, and for retailer for customer data transferred to them. Certainly, we integrated more than 20 largest retailers, attracted more than 160,000 users, and have a revenue near $60,000. We operate in the one of the biggest market in the world, payment card and retail market. We are particularly interested in the West market of Europe, MENA, and America. To further promotion the Karta.me in developed market, we are attractive new investment. We plan to use it, fund raised in this round to promote the application, advertising, and integration. We have a lead investor. It's a Faster Capital venture fund from Emirates. We want to create a seamless, barrier-free environment to participation in loyalty program with our card 7 as a key entry point, supported by our mobile application. Our goal is Karta.me in every wallet. Thank you for your attention. I'm ready to answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dear Sharks, your questions.
So, Andrei, first of all, just off the top, I mean, are you in Minsk? Is that where you are? What is it? You are. Okay, that's Minsk.
Now, yeah, I live in Belarus, but now I'm not in Minsk. It's a small, beautiful Belarusian village with beautiful church behind me.
Okay, that's okay. All right, that's just a guess. So, but okay, so it's another card, and you incorporate loyalty. But are you saying that in order to get distribution, you've got to call on retailers one by one to get retailer?
Yeah. We integrate our server with a lot of servers of retailers and send our ID and sign in inside in the loyalty program of all retailers. And our users have only one key for all loyalty program, only one card or mobile application with one ID. It's a customer pass. It's same as a one passport for all countries, because now if we discuss about loyalty program, we have same as a different passport for different countries.
Okay. I mean, but yeah, okay. It just, how are you going to scale this business? It just sounds like it's going to be super hard to scale retailer by retailer by retailer.
Yeah, but we have a very strong team. We know what to tell, know a lot of approach. For example, one of the beautiful approach from our negotiations, I describe you. Now we integrate one of the bank, and now we tell, for example, for retailer, I want to be in all electronic wallets, because if you push the button order the card, and next step, our user can see the picture of this card in his electronic wallet with our card ID. It's same as an electronic card to the retailer's loyalty program.
Yeah.
All retailers want
Andrei, please shorten your speech, because the
okay. Thank you.
Quick question here. So you have 160,000 users, you said, right? So curious to learn more about your go-to-market strategy is the first piece of the question. And the second, what is the competitive landscape, and what is protecting your idea from IP?
Yeah, we attract users. Our solution is not so easy to understand for users. We attract users. Our first approach is from the influencers. Influencers tell your auditory with details how we use, and we have a very good approach. We integrate, we attract users from the internet marketing, because but we sell not another bank card. We sell a universal loyalty card with payment function. It's a very big difference, and people need this feature. And people, it's not so difficult for us to attract a lot of users. Now our dynamic, it's 10-15,000 users every month join to our project. In our small country, Belarus, it's only 9 million people here.
I have a question about the solution. So just curious. So are you trying to like I'm just not too sure about like what makes the market change? You know, what creates the demand for a product? And secondly, about the solution. So is it like, just want to clarify, is it like a payment tool, or are you working as an agency offering services for e-commerce? You know, like buyers or sellers, or are you trying to serve as academy? Thank you.
Our solution is for offline retailer, not for online. Online retailer don't have problem with identification of the customers. Offline retailer have this problem, and our solution for offline retailer. And now we focus it on this part of the market, but not problem. If it's interesting for you, I send you all our application. You can see that all goods inside our application. It's a marketing, excuse me, all marketing information we take from the retailer marketing information and give them personal data of our users.
Okay, are there any sharks in or out?
I'll go next. Because of your geographic spread doesn't quite fit in the investment thesis of my fund. So I'll be out.
All right, one shark is out. What about the rest of the sharks?
Yeah.
I'll be out because I not sure about the market demand.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not a fit for us. Thanks.
Right, 3 sharks are out. What about Triet and Meir?
Yeah, it's going to be a no for me based on the geography, and I didn't really see the big differentiate between what you guys are doing with compared to like Select, X1 Card, and all of those other fintech application.
Thank you.
We run a climate tech fund, so this would be off thesis. But best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Andrei. A great pitch.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're moving on to the next person to pitch. Just a second. That would be Gareth Newman. Gareth, you ready?
I am. Hi, everyone. I'm CEO and founder of Plausible Gaming. But Bill, just you can call me Startup 251. And our journey began in 2017 while I was trying to enjoy a popular game back then, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. My experience was ruined, however, by in-game matchmaking, which kept pairing me with players outside my skill bracket, and even worse, at times placing me with people I didn't share the same language with. And communicating with the team is super important to an enjoyable experience. Manually qualifying players and looking for group communities is a time-consuming and toxic affair, and I felt I could fix the problem with some automation and structure and launch Plausible Gaming. I've recruited an amazing team combining 100 years of gaming experience with over 150 years of business experience. From building startups to managing Fortune 50 companies, our team has done it all, achieving in excess of 40 exits along the way. The problem is high-skilled gamers experience frustration and toxicity in finding quality teammates, as in-game matchmaking cannot solve for all the personalized group parameters, language, age, and skill, to mention a few. Automating the player selection process by providing users with a dashboard of aggregated information so they can efficiently and effectively decide to group with someone or not. Our successful beta project has been running for the past 6 years, and it's really turned into our MVP after a little bit of tweaking and refinements. And with that, we've been able to build a global leading looking for group community of 10,000 high-skilled gamers. Our community has helped us find product market fit, qualify our go-to-market strategy, and provide us with early-stage investments in the amounts of $400,000 in a combination of cash and sweat equity. We are seeking $1.35 million to develop and scale our curated Looking for Group platform off of the back of our successful MVP and launch our esports marketing campaign. It's an equity raise with a minimum check size of $270,000. That's it from me, and I hope you join us in realizing a plausible unicameral future.
Thank you very much, dear Sharks. Your questions?
Did you really say you've been 6 years in beta? Is that what I heard?
No, yeah, 6 years in beta. I guess the best way to answer this is this was never meant to be a business. I had a personal problem. I wanted to find high-skilled gamers. I coded a solution and launched it and stumbled my way into solving a problem for an entire industry. And I can describe our business like this. In 2017, we were digging a hole in the ground to fill our bathtub with water. And in 2021, that hole just started sprouting crude oil. And for the last 2 years, I've had a fountain of crude oil in my backyard, and I've built a team and we've designed a refinery. Now we need your money to go put that refinery on the well and turn it all into money.
Okay, and in terms of the quantity of oil, one more time, but you don't have anybody paying for this yet, but you've got
No, not yet. We have 2 to 4 hours of their daily active attention. That's what we have. There's 10 hours available on the table. We have a bunch of features that have been qualified in our community by our users to bring to develop those features, and then the real magic is in the moving beyond our MVP. We want to build a gaming companion app. So Looking for Group is the one feature we're starting with, but there's a whole host of features our team's aware of because we're all hardcore gamers. And there's a lot of informal trade in the target niche group. And what we're essentially doing is
how many people do you know will pay for this once you launch it? Well,
Currently, our initial early stage round was paid for by our customers to see our services exist in the marketplace. Minimally, I can tell you that in our community, we are supported with Discord Nitro subscriptions. We have a 3.5% conversion rate for that, but we don't really push it. That's just us asking people to support the server and they come through. The main thing is we're focused on hardcore gamers, and we're building a freemium platform. And you have to look at gamers as digital power users. They convert at a rate of 56%, getting an average of $50 a month on services priced at $5 to $15 per month. And very interestingly, when you look at that bundle of services, $5 a month is like GPN, VPN services that have questionable value. $15 a month are premium services, i.e. not on a freemium platform. And then $8 to $12 a month is the freemium platform services. And when you look at those services that provide, curated looking for group team, a quality team found in 2 minutes to enjoy your gaming experience, that is the highest value add at that price point.
Thank you.
I'm just curious about two questions. One is like just a follow-on question on Bill's question about market size. How big is the market? How are these like high skill gamers, and how much are they going to pay? The second question is about like what are the potential objectives for all these gamers to be on your platform? Is it for fun? And how your product going to be better than those existing competitions?
Yeah, so thank you for the questions. They're great questions. To round out Bill's question, we're operating in the multiplayer gaming environment. So our estimates are about 650 million for the TAM. The SAM, we're quite certain it's 75 to 150 million. That's based off of competitive platforms operating in the same niche group. And then for our SOM, we're targeting 16 million users, and we have current market demand from 3 million users for our service as well. I say 3 million users, that's community owners that represent 3 million users that have interest in utilizing our services inside their community. So coming to how we plan, sorry, your second question there, Tim?
My second question is about like the potential objectives of people, users being on your platform.
Yeah.
Is it for fun, for competition?
So a lot of it's for fun. We're addressing the key problem in the multiplayer experience, about the ability to find a team that you can communicate and enjoy your experience with. But it's about building a companion app, and we've got two legs to that. One is play to earn mechanics. So our consumer group spends 1 to 10 hours a day in game, 50 hours per week. And anytime you can reward them with real rewards, they very much like that. And we're not talking about NFTs or cryptocurrency. We're talking about actual rewards like graphics cards, fiat currency. A lot of the fiat currency rewards come from our tournament structure. So between 2018 and 2019, we ran the leading open amateur PUBG tournaments. And we learned a lot in that, and it's the right way to talk to our consumer group. It forms part of our go-to-market campaign, and we'll be running, we think, one of the largest and premier community esports events across the world. Professional esports doesn't work. It's not how you engage gamers. You can't convert at the professional level. It's the semi-pro and the level.
If you can do shorter, because we have a lot of startups, so just if possible, shorter. Yeah, all right. Are there more questions? Are you guys in or out?
I'm out.
Sorry.
I'm out.
All right. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Appreciate it, Garrett. Great pitch. Appreciate your energy. Doing great job, and keep pushing. Please support others in the chat. Share your GGW profile on the chat for others to see it. And we're moving on to the next person, which is just a second, Karen Frame. Karen, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Karen. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Hi, I'm Karen Frame, 3-time founder and CEO of Makina, where we connect healthy and sustainable brands with shoppers. Through our mobile app, consumers can engage with brands that manufacture products that meet either their dietary needs or lifestyle preferences anywhere they like to shop, and earn cash and rewards after they do so. In exchange, brands and retailers get valuable data about their consumers, who's buying what products, where they're buying them, and what else is in the basket, helping them become more efficient and effective with their marketing dollar, saving them hundreds of thousands of dollars on fragmented data and data scientists. We're generating revenue, have 120,000 active users, 4,500 products, and have collected 240,000 online and physical receipts from 45,000 retailers. Again, we're generating early revenue with 500,000 since we launched our MVP at the end of 2018. And in 2023, we anticipate we'll generate over $1 million in revenue because of a new strategic partnership we announced with Spins, the largest data insights company in the $300 billion natural product space. Just with Spins deal alone, we project $25 million in revenue over the next 3 years. And there are a lot of other opportunities for us on the horizon with companies like MasterCard, Natural Grocers, and Klarna. We closed on 600,000 in our pre-seed round and are currently raising 3 million on a 15 million pre-money valuation with over 2 million in significant VC interest. And we're looking for our lead. We'd love for you to join us both as an advisor and an investor as we build Makina into a healthy household name and help people lead healthier lives on a cleaner planet. Thank you.
Right on time. Thank you so much. Yes, Sharks, your questions.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what, I guess, regulation as far as like privacy and compliance do you have to follow, since you mentioned that you're sharing consumer data?
Yeah, so we're GDPR and CCPA and all of the state compliant. Just so you know, I'm a former general counsel and I've worked for data companies like Intel Corporation and Accenture. So I'm super clear about what we can and can't do. Our consumers have opted in exchange for the data that they're actually providing us with, right? And the cash and rewards that they get.
So Karen, have I heard you before? Do you happen to know if this sounds really familiar, both the pitch and the Makina. Am I?
Yeah. So we haven't pitched for a long time. We've been heads down on getting this partnership deal done with Spins, and they have about 3,200 very existing customers. So they're going to become our hot and warm leads with Makina. Each of them are spending about 100,000 to 150,000 on data insights reports, where we are sharing in that revenue with Spins. So it's a lot of exciting new things that we've done since we pitched last.
Okay. So I'm struggling a little bit to try to get the consumer journey here.
Okay.
In terms of, if you could collect all the data, I understand why the brands would like the data. I'm just trying to understand who's going to spend time giving you the data that you're trying to collect, unless you do a mint kind of play. But go ahead.
Well, so we convert consumers about 70% of the time between $0 and $1.70. It's an easy selling proposition for us. Buy better, get paid to buy better. That's it. Spins has a number of relationships with literally tens of thousands of retailers, and they plan on taking Makina into the retail environment where we become the loyalty platform of choice for all of these natural retailers throughout the entire country. So we'll be in front of literally, just like, let's talk about Natural Grocers alone. They have 30 million consumers coming into their store.
So what you're saying is you see my shopping purchase list, right? So you're connected to the point of sale. So that's where you get the data. Is that what you're saying?
No, our shoppers actually submit receipts directly into Makina. We're retail agnostic. So once we connect with a retailer at the point of sale, they think they own the data. So we don't do it that way, but our shoppers do this time and time again. And we have very sticky shoppers already with no money in, right? $600,000 we've raised.
Well, I'm going to scan my receipt. Is that what you're going to have me do? Okay.
Take a photo of the receipt and submit it through the app. So Fetch Rewards, which has raised a lot of money, gets about 1 million receipts a day.
Mhm.
There are a lot of shoppers that do this.
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah.
could you tell us a little bit about the retention?
Yeah, our shoppers, so 46% retention of our shoppers after 30 days. So again, we have very sticky shoppers, higher than all of the other apps out there with the exception of media. And same with, and even 90 days, it's like at 26, 28%. So our shoppers are super duper sticky. They love doing what we're offering, and they can submit receipts up to 3 times a week. So we've gamified the app for them.
So, so you mentioned something around impact. So walk me through the climate impact angle of your business, and just also clarification on your pricing model.
Yeah, so we're a certified B Corporation. We're part of the Climate Collaborative and also 1% for the Planet. And so we do focus on brands and that are focused on doing better, I guess you can say. So other ones that are focused on making the world a cleaner, healthier place. That's probably the biggest way to describe it. And as we get more and more consumers using the app, then that's going to help contribute to helping them become more efficient and effective with their marketing dollars, as well as, of course, consumers buying quote unquote better products. So hopefully that helps a little bit. And then the business model is that we sell our platform as a service to brands. They pay us a launch fee and then a monthly subscription fee to get access to the data that we've collected for them and also aggregated in a backend dashboard.
I have 2 questions. So one is, what are segmentations for customers? Given the fact that there are already like some Amazon or other, they have all their parts for sustainability food or products. Secondly, how to do due diligence for your clients?
Yeah. So are you asking about customers? Or you're talking about users of the app? Users. Yeah. So most of our users are not like Bill, even though Bill, I love you. They're mostly, they're mostly millennial moms between the ages of 22 and 49. They're looking for healthier options for their family. Some of them are very well educated. And a lot of our shoppers actually are using Makina for the thrill of it, believe it or not. It's kind of interesting. So we collect a lot of data around just our users. So we know what kind of users will be marketing to or talking with once we raise, our 3 million. What was your other question? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the other question is how to do the background check for your, like those brands, given that your customer may care a lot about how green they are, right? Authenticity.
Yeah. So one of our partners, Spins, does a lot of category level kind of collection. So obviously we know a lot about these brands even before they opt into the platform. A lot of them are certified B Corp, Climate Collaborative, USDA organic, part of the non-GMO verified project. So the brands that we have on our platform have at least 3 attributes, and then they can come onto the platform. But we're part of the natural products industry. This is the second time I've built a company in this particular space. So any brand that would have been in a Whole Foods store that could be anywhere is a brand that we would love to have on our platform.
All right, thank you so much, Karen. Dear Sharks, are you guys in or out?
I'm in.
All right, congratulations. 1 shark is in. What about the rest of the sharks?
I'm in.
Triet as well. All right, 2 sharks.
I'm in.
All right, 3. Okay, so maybe we make a jackpot today.
I'm going to be out mainly because of geographic focus.
Okay, no problem. Almost there.
And I'm going to wait to hear how Tim and Meir do, and we'll see how it goes.
You don't want to take the lead, though. Okay.
Let me know how it goes. Okay, guys.
Okay,
Sure.
so 3 sharks are in. Congratulations, Karen. So 3 sharks is a lot. and we will connect you after the event today or tomorrow. So please stay with us, support others, and great pitch. Thank you so much. The next person.
You're welcome.
The next person to present is, just one second, let me see, is Richie Ogigai. Richie, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, good morning, Sharks. My name is Richmond, the co-founder for Wollef Africa. Pretty much what we do is that we help individuals and small business owners collect and accept payments from their customers in North America. We started out in September 2022. We're just about 10 months in operation. We've been able to gather 185, small business owners scattered around Africa, helping them accept payments from over 10,000 customers that are based in North America. We've processed a total of $1.8 million in transaction volume, and we do roughly about 68K in monthly transaction, where we have our takeouts of about 30 to 25%, it depends. We currently help these merchants, simplify the way these payments, they can receive payments, in a more secure manner using our novel payment tool, which is the use of pay code. We have a team of 15 with combined experience of about 35 years in banking, in finance, and in technology. Today, we are helping these businesses continue to receive payments. By the time they get on our platform, they are able to sign up very easily within the space of 5 minutes. I'm a second-time founder with a successful exit in 2019. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Dear Sharks, your questions.
Just a quick one. So who are your customers?
All right, so we target small business owners that are based in Africa. That's really more our focus, because a lot of these merchants, I'm currently in Nigeria, have international customers that are based in the US and in Canada. That's where we focus specifically. So if, for example, you are based in the US or in Canada, you want to buy things like dry food, fabrics, especially those within the African descent, you're struggling to make payments, you don't have to rely on family and friends who are in those regions to be able to confirm payment. So we've made it easy for these customers to pay this merchant. Our business model is pretty much we charge a transaction fee, and of course these small business owners have the opportunity to migrate to SaaS, where they enjoy lower transaction fees and other perks they can unlock.
So are you partnering with any banks, like credible banks, or are you just serving as a payment tool?
All right, so today, what we do for small business owners, we also give them the opportunity to open business bank accounts in their local country within 5 minutes. So we've partnered with 3 banks in some of these countries. In Nigeria, we've partnered with 3 big banks. If you're familiar with some of the banks in Nigeria, GT Bank, Wema Bank, and Sterling Bank. Now, what we are beginning to observe with data to also help them create more payment options, speaking about this small business owner, is to partner with the likes of Sila Money and Solid to be able to provide a US bank account, as an alternative option for their customers to make payments. We have a money service business license in Canada that's regulated by FinTrack, which is also helping us to stay on the side of regulation.
So, Rich, just really, really briefly, what are they? What were they doing before? What was the alternate solution, and how painful was that? That's the implication here, right? If you could.
So there are 3 problems. Yeah, great stuff. So there are 3 problem situations that exist and also existed. First, some of these small business owners do not have a business bank account, so they usually would rely on their personal bank account. And of course, in the country where I live, it takes about 2 weeks or more to open a business bank account, and that's because of KYC and all that. So what we've done, because of the partnership with the banks, we've simplified that possibility for them to create with very little documentation right at their doorstep. That's one. So most times they rely on cash to receive payment, But of course, from an international standpoint, let me give you an example. So I'm selling fabrics here in Lagos, and you are somewhere, say in New York.
Right.
You want to buy my fabrics, I would have to tell you as a merchant, oh, I have a family friend, somewhere in Manhattan, who has probably, a US bank account. Just make that transfer, and I'll call my family member and say, can you confirm it, that bill has paid? And then I can then ship the item. So it's usually, you have that third party interference, which is a bottleneck. That's one. Then, of course, for the buyer who needs to do probably the regular, maybe TransferWise or any of the money transmitting service, you have to deal with high transaction fee.
Thank you.
But what we've
Richard, thank you so much. We have a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Sharks, your question, your decision. Are you guys in or out?
Sorry.
Okay, so I guess
sorry to
not.
say out. Not sure about competitive landscape right now. Considering there are a lot of competitors in the market.
Okay.
I'm out as well.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right, Richie, great presentation. Thank you so much for your passion and for presenting from Africa. Stay to the end, and we're moving on to the next presenter. We have a lot of people, guys. Sometimes I have to push a little bit. Just don't be upset with that. We all respect you doing an amazing job, but we need to make sure that we give a chance to everyone. Pitch. We have a lot of people today. Antonio Tarin. Antonio, are you ready? Antonio?
Perfect. Hello, everyone. Daniel, thank you for the opportunity to pitch here. Hi, my name is Antonio Tarin, and we are allowing professionals, freelancers, and gamers all over the world to access powerful computers from any device in the world. 3 years ago, me and my colleagues in school were missing a powerful computer that we needed to do our schoolwork. And you know what kind of computer I'm talking about? The ones you need for data analytics, 3D modeling, and much more. There are millions of people that require these kinds of computers every day, from professionals to students. And this is because high-performance computers, the problem is that high-performance computers like gaming laptops, desktops, workstations are really expensive. They are bulky, and they become obsolete very quickly. Newer PCs are less upgradable, and they will become a potential environmental issue in the coming years. Schools and businesses don't have enough computers in the labs for all of the students that need them. And we discovered that with cloud computing, we could fix this. So Totem is actually a high-performance computer in the cloud that you can use from any device you already have to run your most demanding apps and games without having to actually own a powerful device. We finished our MVP early this year, and we now have sold over 60 cloud PCs. We started focusing on Latin American market because this is where we find the most problem. But organically, people started buying us all over the world, and now we have users in over 10 countries. And it's a solution that is preferred by architects, VFX artists, audiovisual producers. You get the idea, right? All the people that need high performance computing,
Antonio,
we are the ones that help.
Antonio,
Sorry.
Please wrap it.
We can go ahead with the question. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, Sharks, your questions.
So, I mean, I love the idea, Antonio. That the what isn't crystal clear. I mean, I presume the point here is that instead of me as an individual getting my own AWS account, what I can do is much more easily on a sort of faster, better, cheaper basis. I can sign up for one of your accounts and get access to your machine more conveniently and easily as an individual than I would be able to if I had, that's easier and cheaper than setting up an AWS account. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, of course. And we actually work with major cloud providers worldwide. And we do exactly that. If I'm an architect, I just want to run Autodesk. I don't want to learn how to use the AWS console. So we make all that for you already. So you just through our marketplace select, oh, I want a computer for architecture. I want a computer for animation. And we give you a computer regardless of which cloud provider it is. In 15 minutes, you have your cloud PC running.
Okay. And are you buying computers and having them hosted, or are you simply passing through your own AWS capabilities.
We are passing through. We are like a reseller or kind of a broker of all the cloud computer providers out there. Not only AWS, but also Google Cloud, also Microsoft Azure. We made all that so you don't have to worry about the configuration.
So
okay, got it. Thank you. Keep going.
Yeah, quick question. So are you offering an edge computing solution whereby the speed and data, so you could essentially use an older device, but run it with significantly more memory and more speed by connecting to your cloud computing? Is that right?
Yes, of course. We actually have demos of a 1997 Mac beating a newer, like up-to-date computer in a render race, because that's what we kind of want to do. We want to allow you to use any device you already have. And it's a problem here, for example, in Latin America, where devices are so prohibitively expensive that you can just keep your old device and use it to access whenever you need the high performance.
So I'm curious to learn more about the competitive landscape, because I did come across a business called Ormuco. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they seem to be doing something quite similar. So I'm trying to understand the differences.
Yeah, we have been analyzing our competition since the very beginning, and we are the only ones that are having this multi-cloud approach to end users, to consumers. So most of our competitors either go through just one provider and focus on that one provider, which makes it harder to scale, or they have their own infrastructure, which makes it even harder to scale, right? Because you have to invest $1 million, billions of dollars in making data centers.
So I have a question about so can you tell me about your operating margins? It seems that you have to you have to spend a lot of capex at front, and also you kind of use that, offer that product to a client.
Of course, what we actually do, you may already know that cloud providers charge by the hour, right? Or by the second of usage. So what we do is make plans of a certain amount of hours, similar to a data plan, right? That you have 10 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes, 100 gigabytes. We make plans of 40 hours, 100 hours, 20 hours. And with that, we add a 30 to 40% fee on top of the cloud computing costs. And that's what we take in. If the user by the end of the month doesn't use the full capacity of his or her plan, that becomes extra income for us because it's not charged by the provider.
All right. Are you guys in or out? Is there any shark interested to connect?
I'm in. I need to hear more. Antonio, I think that's interesting. So if you
Thank you very much, Bill. Of course.
Shark is in.
I'm in as well.
Maria is in. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, Maria.
I'm in as well.
3 sharks.
Thank you, Tim.
I'm in as well. I like your climate angle. I want to learn more.
Okay, so
Thank
this
you very
is the
much.
question. If there is a jackpot today, Triet, what about you? Are you in or out?
Now it's outside of our geography focus.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to everyone.
Sharks in, and congratulations, Antonio. Great pitch, great product. Keep doing this. Keep supporting everyone in the chat. Please share your GGW profile, and we're moving on to the next startup.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Khalil Sauchuk. Khalil, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You pitched before, so don't forget to say what has changed since you pitched, and so go for it.
Awesome. Guys, first of all, through interviews with the public audience that we were working on, we found out they use around 5 or 7 tools to manage their communities. So we're working as a community marketplace for companies and professionals, right? We are currently in beta. And what has changed since we last pitched here in GGW? We have monthly recurring revenue. We are working with 1,500 users on our beta. We have big corporates here in Brazil using and paying for our solution, the community management marketplace. We are currently on the emerging market in Brazil. We have a huge domestic market where we are working on the verticals of healthcare and well-being and quality education communities. Regarding the teams, I was a former professional athlete, a state champion. I had made $1 million in revenue when I was 28 years old. I'm a third-time founder. My co-founder and CTO has worked on Century Tech Leaders and other big multinationals. right? And we're growing, and we look forward to, have you guys as advisor to connect us with other networks, to give us insights and feedbacks. We have investors from Brazil and India. We have received a $100,000 grant from Google, and we're looking forward to keep expanding and launch our alpha and keep growing. Yes. Thank you for your attention. Looking forward to hear your questions.
Thank you so much, dear Sharks. Your questions.
Anybody?
Anyone? Let's start with Bill, probably now.
I'm, my apologies. I'm just not getting it in terms of, the venture opportunity here. It makes sense that people need this, but it's not a good fit for us.
Okay, one shark is out. What about the rest?
I'm trying to understand, like, what is the unique value proposition, or what does your typical customer look like?
Okay, for example, we're working with the universities here in Brazil and well-being communities, and their challenge is, they don't know how to do their community management, for example. They don't know how to do the marketing. They know how to, communicate with their clients. They use a bunch of tools. For example, they use 5 or 7 tools: WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, Google Meet, Zoom, Eventbrite, and you name it, to try to, to connect with their communities. So what Corners is doing, we're centralizing everything in one app and helping them, to focus on what they are really good at in quality education, healthcare, well-being, and the Corners does the rest. So that way we can increase, for example, their lifetime value of their users,
Okay. Are there any sharks interested to connect? Okay, Khalil, appreciate your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Keep doing this.
Bye-bye, guys.
And supporting others. Moving on to the next one, and there will be Rosaline from EPAS. Rosaline, you ready?
Yes. Hi, everyone.
You got 2 minutes.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks. Nice to meet everyone, and such a great platform. So EPAS is a digital work passport that offers innovative technology that addresses a critical need in recruitment background checks. We're providing significant advantages to businesses and individuals. We make the whole recruitment process faster and more cost effective. Our launch is slated for early next year, and we're currently in our pre-seed round. We're seeking interested investors and strategic partners to complete our development and launch. We already have waitlisted users for launch, and a few VCs who are also looking at our product with soft offers. So in total, we're looking at a market size of about 10,000 users. We're coming into a marketplace where we're basically connecting both the HR systems, excuse me, and the verification check system. So it'll be a one-stop shop for both services. So kind of integrating, having a cross-platform. Right now, so many things are decentralized, and a lot of companies have the headache of moving from one platform to the next, and it's a mess. So we're trying to bring all this together into some synergy, and that's what we're proposing to do. The platform, like I mentioned, is called EPAS, and it's a digital work passport. So hoping to pick your interest, and we can definitely do a full pitch to explain how it works and show the demo of the product as it stands at this stage. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Great pitch. Dear Sharks, your questions.
Okay, Rosalind, I thought when you started, you were saying that you were a background check service. And then as the pitch evolved, it sounds like you're connecting recruiting platforms with background check services. And it sounds like you're focused on digital remote workers, not necessarily all recruiting. So help me here. Okay. What is it you're really doing?
Yeah, we're a digital passport. Now in Eastern Europe, you have a physical document that you take from employee to employee that basically signs and says, yes, this person actually worked there. In the West, you don't have this, and we're trying to basically take that system and put it digital. So you have basically a work history that is confirmed, verified by your previous employers. Now on LinkedIn, it's not really verified because you can change things around, you can change your title, your position, and it's not fixed, it's not verified. So we are providing a digital verification system. We're also going to connect it with the blockchain technology so that it's not altered. And we're also going to try to improve the AI system to help in searches, in making things faster. So if you have, for instance, a regular HR recruiter who, let's say, needs to hire about 100 people, automatically on our system, they can basically scroll through and see who has a higher ranking system and basically focus on those candidates. So those candidates who have already been pre-vetted, who have enough information on the system, so they don't need to wait, let's say, 2-3 weeks to get things confirmed, like where they studied, whether they have qualifications, whether they've been verified from past employees. So that is the system.
So is your key, so your customers are both the recruiters and the employees? Is that true? Or are your primary customers the employees?
No, we are basically providing the service B2B. So companies who would need our service, they would. Yes, okay. It's a subscription based. But we will have users, job seekers who are basically seeking to get employed.
So they push it out to the candidates. That's what you're saying? So the companies, the recruiters push it out to applicants and say, go get verified and then we'll talk to you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so that we can see your work history, or if they're already on the system, they can already see the users who have been, verified and vetted on our system. So it makes it easier for those who are already on our system because it's a one-click verification. They don't need to,
One more time. How do you? So you're doing the verification, or you're having third parties do the verification? I'm still not clear on this. Who's doing the verification?
Yeah. So for now, we have a team of C-level executives who've worked with Equifax, with Checker. So we would actually be working with other background check companies like Equifax, Checker, because they are basically the large. They provide the data for us to do background checks. But with time, we can also register directly with the source and also provide this on our own. So we're working with we wouldn't say they're competitors, but they basically complement our service.
All right, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, in terms of venture scalability, like how is this going to scale to, achieve venture scale type returns? Do you have to manually go from company to company to offer your services?
So for now, we're focused on the US market. We're already registered as a C Corp in Delaware. We are talking with a few strategic partners, and we're going 2 ways about this. So we do have a few clients who have signed up letters of intent to be early adopters. And we also are bringing in the HR ATS systems. So if they come on board, they basically bring their pool of clients to work with us on this as well, because it makes it faster for them. If we, are the go-between between their ATS system and the background check system, so they get more clients as well.
We gotta move on. Any sharks interested to connect? Anyone in?
No.
Okay.
I like the idea, Rosalind, but I'm not quite there yet. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Rosalind. Great project. Thank you for your presentation. Keep doing this and keep supporting others in the chat, and you'll get more opportunities to pitch at our community. Now we're moving on, and the next person to present is George de la Rosa. Oh, maybe Jorge, I'm not sure. Are you ready? There?
Okay. I'm ready. Go right in. I'm thrilled to be here to tell you that Vision AI helps companies to extract data from day-to-day operations that they couldn't discover, measure, or understand before. Hi, as I said, I'm Jorge, the founder and CEO of Vision AI, and our journey began in 2020 with an interesting request from RCO, the largest highway operator in Mexico. They asked us to use our expertise in computer vision to track and classify vehicles using visual data. When we really realized that cool things can be done with visual data, Vision AI was born. To bring our vision of Vision AI to the world, we have recruited an exceptional founding team with over 35 years of business experience and 3 exits in the space. We're the right team with the right time to execute. The problem we're addressing is as old as any. Good decisions making requires excellent information. And while our world has changed substantially in the last few decades with data-driven solutions, visual data has been noticeably lacking. The solution is Vision AI, a B2B software product that integrates cutting-edge computer vision and AI to existing CCTV systems and IP cameras, reducing friction to implement. The software analyzes and measures key operations and human behavior to uncover and quantify critical and previously non-existing real-time actionable data. The value to our partners, it's better, smarter decision-making, which translates into revenue. Our successful solution for RCO has attracted pilots from Walmart, Grupo Morsa, and Anheuser-Busch. We have developed 16 use cases and continue to add functionalities to the solution. Our business model is very straightforward. We sell to sellers. To do that, we're building a global network of channel partners that include Unisys, Tech Mahindra, Spaceworks, Blue Cloud, to mention a few. The computer vision AI revolution is here with Vision AI. We're raising 600,000 with a minimum check size of 200 and already have 1 check close. And we're here happy to take questions. My partner, Kevin, is also here on the call. So we're ready with you, Sharks.
Thank you, Jorge. Dear Sharks, your questions.
Is this a SaaS, or do you also do the hardware portion of it?
It's an edge SaaS solution. So our solution runs on edge servers at the location of the customers.
Can the applications be used for optimizing smart city and smart grid?
Yes, sir. Whatever we can see, we can measure, right? So these can be applied to very, very different verticals.
Right. So you said you had 16 use cases. Help us get some clarity on where you think the top 1, 2, 3 use cases are in terms of your growth.
Sure. Well, the 16 functionalities are grouped into 5 core areas of functionality. The first one being asset security, people, vehicle, and tracking, visual business analytics, infrastructure guarding, and real-time alerts and actionable information for the user.
So I heard security as being a dominant application area. That's what you're saying? That's what I just heard.
Security, asset, yes. Asset guarding, infrastructure guarding.
Okay. All right. So then, there are a lot of other machine vision security apps out there. Is that your competition? What are we supposed to understand in terms of who you're competing with and why you're better?
Most of the competition out there is hardware-based solution, which means that they require specific hardware to run. We don't. We actually implement our software into existing CCTV systems or IP cameras, and then the software just starts working.
Okay, so that's your claim to fame, is that you can work off of established camera systems. That's your claim to fame. Okay.
What's your target market geographically?
We started in Mexico. Most of the customers or pilot tests or proof of concepts that we've done are in Mexico. And we're looking strongly into Latin America, but we would like to grow into the US.
Okay. I'll be the first one to say I'm in.
2 questions. So one is that who pay for your products, who are clients, and secondly, I think this is a very competitive space, throughout the world. So can you tell me a little bit about how you're going to compete with them?
Sure. Well, some of the pilots are paid. For example, Anheuser-Busch paid. Grupo Morsa is currently using the solution in 21 distribution centers and has paid. The Jalisco government has paid for mobility solution. So we just see there's a lot of virgin snow, right? There's a discovery phase from the end user trying to figure out how computer vision and artificial intelligence can help them with their problems. And we continue to have approaches for end users asking if our solution can work or help in certain ways. Most of the times we're able to say yes out of the box. Some other times, some personalization or customization is required, and then we can assess whether the opportunity is worth it or not. I don't know if that answers your question, Tim.
So what do the profit margins look like in a business like yours?
Right now, with the Edge solution, it's around 50% margin.
On a software? Okay.
Yeah.
And at scale?
We can reach 86%.
Yeah, I'd be interested to learn more.
All right, 2 sharks are in, Maria and Meir. What about the rest of the sharks?
I'll pass.
Okay, so congratulations, 2 sharks are in, and I'll be moving on. Jorge, please stay till the end. Share your GGW profile for other investors so they can connect on our platform. And the next person to present is Neil Takar. Neil, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Excellent. So I want you to think of a computer, right? Let's imagine the hardware is completely antiquated, yet the software is pristine, brand new 2023 version. Would the computer work properly? Absolutely not, right? And so whereas we understand this framework from a technology standpoint, the personal development world, the behavioral health market, the fitness industry, we tend to forget this paradigm when it comes to the mind-brain connection, right? And so when we're focused on the software, when we're focused on the mindset, yes, that's one part of the transformation equation. But when we forget the brain, we get stuck. And that's the problem that we're here to solve today. When high achievers have their brains working against them instead of for them, personal transformation is not possible. I'm Neil. I'm the founder and CEO of Evolve Air. We're a brain health-centric CPG and personal development company that helps people evolve their brains so they can evolve their lives. We're raising $3.2 million for our Series A round, and this is to expand our traction, which we've already have quite a bit. So we've done close to 5 million in lifetime sales with 8x growth the last 3 years. We did close to 2 million in sales last year, and we're on pace doing over 3 million in sales for our consumer product goods business this year. We have 80% gross margins across all of our products. We are on pace to doing 80K in MRR at the end of this year. We're at 50K MRR at this point. And ultimately, we are looking to bring on aligned investors to help scale our movement, evolve your brain, evolve your life.
Thank you, Neil. Great pitch. Dear Sharks, your questions.
So Neil, how can you make my brain healthier?
Yes, great question. So we offer consumer product goods in the form of supplements. So we have nootropics, which are brain supplements. We also offer coaching. We have NeuroVolve coaching. And eventually by the end of next year, our goal is to put out customized nootropic supplements or customized CPG products for each of our clients and for our customers. So.
Okay, and how are your nutraceuticals better than or different than the ones we get pummeled with on TV?
So there's a few major differentiators. One of the biggest differentiator is the fact that our products are going to provide both an acute performance benefit. So you take it today, you'll feel it. But then there's also going to be longer term health benefits as well. So that's a big differentiator in terms of our CPG products. The other big thing is that coaching is a big part of our company DNA. My business partner and I, we both have been personal trainers and coaches for combined 25 years. And so we have a coaching program that's going to be complementing the CPG products we put out. And that's a big part of integration into a customer's life. It's not just giving them the CPG, but it's giving them the roadmap towards transforming their health.
And do you have data?
Data for the coaching or data for
Well, data that that what you do makes a difference.
Sure. So some of the fund that we raise is going to go towards pilot studies. So that's going to be a big thing. And then just a thing is my partner and I, we've actually started a coaching business before that's done almost $1 million in lifetime sales. So we have a track record with coaching. This is more in the fitness coaching space, but nonetheless, we built a coaching program before. So.
Okay, thank you.
Are there more questions to Neil?
So I would be happy to hear more if you have a deck, Neil, that you could share.
Fantastic. Yep.
Okay, so one shark is in. We'll connect after. Did I get you correctly, Will, so we can connect you?
Yeah.
Okay, congrats. So one shark is in. What about the rest of the sharks?
It's off thesis for me, so I'm out.
Thank you.
I'm not sure about scalability, so out.
Triet and Meir?
It's outside geography.
Okay, thank you so much, Neil. Great presentation. Great product you guys do. Please stay up till the end if you can. Please share your GGW profile here in the chat so investors can connect on our platform. And we're moving on. And the next person to present is Adam Zasada. Adam, are you ready?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yep, you got 2 minutes, go for it.
All right, fantastic. So my name is Adam. I'm a co-founder of 0x KYC. We do verification on-chain and on Discord. So basically, you only have to show your face. And we know with extreme accuracy if you have a duplicate account. And if you're a real person, we're currently building a Discord bot, which will be the only Discord bot in the world that verifies if you don't have duplicate accounts, which will greatly decrease the customer acquisition cost for building communities on Discord down to a couple dollars, which is a game changer for the industry. I have previously designed and implemented the first mobile banking onboarding system in Belgium. I'm a graduate of London School of Economics. We're running a 6-people operation or a Delaware C Corp. And essentially, we're building a 0x, so Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, KYC system that results in a token on the blockchain that you're not sanctioned, that you're unique, and that works across wallets and across platforms. So for example, for Discord 2, where you don't even need a crypto wallet. So we merged the Web 2 with the Web 3 world, and we have partnered with Onfido to move this forward, and we're working together with them. That's my pitch.
Great, thank you. Your sharks, your questions?
So do you have somebody who's piloting? Do you have I mean, I assume your main customers are enterprise, I'm assuming. Is that true?
So our client customers right now are Web3 games and DeFi protocols.
Okay. Is anybody piloting your solution?
Yes, so we have Insert Stonks, a Web3 game platform with 50 games using the face-only solution. And we have Hinkle protocol, a couple of Stanford graduates who built a private DeFi protocol, and they require our token to use it. So before you had these privacy swaps that were accused of sanctions, money laundering, etc. Now they require a sanctions check before you access a DeFi protocol. So that's what we're doing.
Okay. So are you doing full verification, or are you just verifying that the person is real?
So there's 2 solutions. First one is just your face, which is real and unique. Second one is with your ID, it is a full verification. But because we put it on the blockchain, we only say over 18, not sanctioned, and nothing else. But the benefit is that everybody can see this, and you can operate with these decentralized protocols.
I see. Okay, thanks.
Hi, Adam. Just curious, like which market are you targeting right now, and what's your go-to-market strategy?
Great question. So we have Lindsay on our call, our head of partnerships. Our predominant market is the US, of course, where we are established, but we can support clients globally thanks to our business-to-customer approach, where we put the result on the blockchain. So jurisdically, it's nowhere in technically no other jurisdiction than the US, let's say, where we put it on chain. but it can be reusable globally since there is no personally identifiable information. And our major clients are Web3 game studios, which are expected to grow substantially in the amounts of users, the fastest from all the Web3 sector. And we're also planning to do community partnerships on Discord servers via community managers, which is our differentiator compared to competition.
How do you approach them? I want to know more about your strategy.
So I did it already with my previous project. It works extremely well. You have these community managers who are in dozens of servers, and they know the other projects that are currently running. And they just let them know that there is this tool that you can install in your server that verifies not only if you are a real person, there are plenty of tools for that, but also if you don't have duplicate accounts in your server. And then if you're running a giveaway competition, which is the most popular way to build traction in the crypto world, well, now your customer acquisition cost is 10 times lower because you know that you're inviting real people who don't have duplicate accounts. So you can clean your server and create a very high ratio of real people to bots, which is a high mark in the space. That's how people evaluate products.
Okay. So we probably got to move a little faster because lots of hands. And so I will ask a straightforward question. Are you guys in or out? Is there any sharks interested to connect?
Not for me. Sorry.
Okay. Adam, thank you so much. Great presentation of your project. And the next person to present is Nicholas Lee. Nicholas, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you, Daniel, for the opportunity.
Sure.
Hi, guys. My name is Nicolas Leal. I'm originally from Chile. However, I'm living in Mexico City. So what is LAP? LAP is the first technology platform in Latin America that connects sellers and buyers around the world through cross-border e-commerce. At this moment, we are more than 300 clients that are brands that are selling their products from Mexico, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia. And the Destiny's countries, they are selling their products at marketplaces in USA, Canada, Mexico, Europe, and others. But how we do that? We developed a platform that has three main pillars. The first one, we integrate marketplace from everywhere through the APIs, so our clients are able to start to upload their catalogs to our platform, and automatically they are listed at the different marketplaces everywhere. The second pillar is once we start receiving the orders centralized, we are also integrated to fulfillment centers and also logistic companies, cross-border logistic companies, in order for them to prepare the products and ship the products directly to the final consumer in the international market. And the third pillar is our dashboards that our clients are analyzing and seeing the sales on time. And how they are enhancing their sales at the different marketplaces everywhere. So we are not a marketplace, we're not a cross-border logistics, we are not a fulfillment center, we're not a payment, but we integrate all of them in order for our clients to achieve their goal to sell internationally their products. Cross-border e-commerce is growing fast, 27% in average per year, and it's projected that by 2030, 1 out of 2 sales in e-commerce will be cross-border. Our subscription model is our business model is a subscription model that starts at $99 per month. It depends on the number of transactions and the number of SKUs. We have many kind of customers, small, big, at different industries. We have customers from the farther south of Chile that are selling their products at Amazon in Mexico, and even in eBay in the US, etc. And also customers like Kimberly-Clark that are in Mexico that are selling their products in USA and also Europe. So we have been growing at an average rate of 87% per year since 2019. And also, we are raising $5 million for an equity of 18%. We also have $1 million with a safe note of a VC in Chile. So we are raising the remaining $4 million. And in order to grow and scale in Mexico, Colombia, and Chile, we have operations. And also, we are going to open operations in USA and also China in order to have sellers from those countries.
Time, please wrap it up.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you.
Sorry, just to sum up, we are the AliExpress from Latin America, with the difference that AliExpress is only one marketplace, but Lab, our clients are selling through Lab, but through different marketplaces at the same time.
Got it. Thank you. Dear Sharks, your questions.
I'll start off. I'm in. I want to hear more. I think we might have a competing company, but want to ask you a few questions one-on-one later. So I'll be in.
I know you have Produteca, and we could be partners.
Okay, one shark is in. What about the rest? Interesting.
Yes. We'll let Maria carry the ball on this one, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You mean as far as questions or?
No, as far as, figuring out whether or not LAP is a great investment, and then of course you'll let us know, right?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
How big is your team? It sounds like you have to manage a lot of logistics between all the suppliers and providers.
Actually, yeah, we have a team of 45 people, and but we integrate. FedEx is our main partner. We use them. I met the president of FedEx at a dinner, and he told me, "You are the future, so we are giving you the best rates from of the world, because the cross-border e-commerce is what we are going to be putting the investment." So we have really great rates for our clients, and they are managing directly the logistics. So we are an integration company. So we are not dealing with the logistics, but only our clients directly with the logistic companies.
And what does your burn rate look like?
At this moment is 60,000 per month.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is it any other sharks except for Maria interested to connect?
No, this one will fit.
Okay. Congratulations, Nicholas. We have one shark in. We're happy to connect you after the event today, tomorrow. We're moving on. And I'm increasing the speed to try to let more startups to pitch. So the next one is Ed HZN.
Ed Shea. Right.
Okay. Great. Please go for it. You get 2 minutes.
All right. Thanks, Daniel. It's cool to meet everyone. My name's Ed, and I'm working on Snap Stays. So I started the company with a friend of mine, Eric, who I met the first week of undergrad while we were both studying engineering at MIT. And a few years back, we were working on a business helping people get set up in different locations, and saw that the biggest revenue driver for us and pain point was around housing. Specifically, we're struggling to find furnished housing for a few months at a time, and that's what led us to Snap Stays. We dug into the market and realized that due to the capital-intensive nature of traditional corporate housing, there's limited supply for the market, and especially for rentals of several months or longer. For an individual, it sucks trying to furnish a place yourself. And for a company housing a team, the problem's even worse, since they're trying to house many people near an office or a job site and want a place that's professionally managed. We're opening up the supply of millions of unfurnished apartments to the millions of people and companies looking for furnished rentals. We have an asset-light model where we aggregate data on unfurnished apartments, their pricing and availability, and we combine that with data from furniture rental companies and service providers like internet, rent insurance, and so on. And after a lot of work and focusing on corporate teams in particular this year, we're excited that the model's really working. We're at over a $3 million revenue run rate, and we have positive LTV CAC, and we've recently been cash flow positive. This is a large opportunity. There are many use cases, but our top 2 segments alone, construction crews and work relocations, are a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. And we're growing the pie by opening up new supply and adding this simple experience for users. We have multiple customer acquisition channels, including search and direct sales. And a bit more about us. I've worked with several marketplace companies previously and went to Harvard Business School. And my co-founder, Eric, co-founded a data aggregation startup that was acquired in 2012. We have a team of around 15 today in the US, Latin America, and Asia. And we're now looking to raise a $1 to $2 million seed round to accelerate growth with about 300K committed. We're looking specifically for investors who will invest into a seed round, and investors either with generalist interests or focus on prop tech, travel, marketplaces, efficient living, or future of living. So if you're an investor, or if you know someone with any of these focuses, we'd love to talk. And we'll be super appreciative if you let me know anyone that's a good fit. And my email's here. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Sharks, your questions.
I know you said you have part of your team in LATAM. Do you also have properties in Latin America?
Today, our focus is on the U.S., but ultimately, this is a global opportunity. U.S. is a big market, so we've started in the U.S., but I split my time between Mexico City and New York, and then we have team members in Mexico, Colombia, and elsewhere.
Got it. I'm out for now, but when you come to Mexico and Latin America, let me know.
Sure.
One Shark is out. What about the rest?
So quickly to understand, there are businesses out there that offer furnished apartments. Your point is that those are either too expensive or not in the right place for a lot of people, and so you find unfurnished apartments and furnish them. That's the big idea.
Yeah, the key is that the traditional corporate housing model is very capital intensive. And so, they're taking long-term leases or they're buying furniture or both. And our model is asset light, where we're aggregating data on the unfurnished apartments and ultimately homes that are coming available. And we partner with furniture rental companies to furnish it essentially on demand. And so by doing this, we're essentially able to open up a supply of millions of normally unfurnished apartments to the market of people looking for these furnished rentals. And so the idea is you can ultimately have like an order of magnitude more options for this market.
But I mean, in terms of the customer, i.e. the renter, am I paying more or less for yours? I mean, is it, I have more flexibility in the time or I have less flexibility? What's the value of the renter?
Yep. The key is that one, there's many more options, right? Because traditionally with that capital intensive corporate housing model, you're limited with a number of options because they don't want to have, if you think about that model, they don't want to take on inventory risk. And so they're going to have limited options. We have a huge amount of options and it's across a wide range of price points and it's actually customizable. So if you want, if you're a construction crew housing a team of 10 people near a job site, you could have an extra bed in one unit, you could have extra TV in another unit, and it's all customizable the way you want and professionally managed. And that's why we've had a lot of companies booking with us this year.
First of all, I'm in, but I'm just curious about the responsibility for a company for both sides and also the compliance, the potential compliance issues.
Yep. What do you mean, I guess, in terms of responsibility?
Yeah, it's like, if there's anything happen, let's say the furniture are not the right ones or, there's some damage, whatever.
Yep. Got it. Yeah. So essentially the customer is paying us for everything. A simple way to think of us is sort of like a DoorDash for furnished rentals. We're packaging together these different pieces of supply. And then we take rent insurance on every unit. And so if there's damage to the furniture, things like that, covers it. Plus we collect a security deposit from the customer. So that covers, the damage as well.
All right. So one shark is in. What about the rest of the sharks? Anyone interested to connect? Okay. Thank you so much. Great project.
Awesome.
Exciting numbers. And
thanks a lot.
Stay till the end here, support others. And we're moving on. The next person is Roman Levitsky. Roman, are you ready?
Yeah, sure, I'm ready. Hi, everyone.
You got 2 minutes. Go for it.
Okay. So, my name is Roman Levitsky. I'm from Miami. I'm an art collector and owner of creative agency, Contemporary Art Auction, and now the founder of Atoll Art Inc., the company that will disrupt and democratize the gray and corrupted old-schoolish global art market that remains stable in volumes for at least the last decade. Smart stands, which we name Atolls, are presenting a brand new way to promote, engage with, and sell art that significantly increases the offline visibility of artwork and synergizes with the opportunities of an e-commerce platform. Exposing physical artworks in a high quality for traffic venues around the globe, we are creating the main stage for artists to break through and involve much more people in the art market. Besides it, Atolls will be able to count people passing by, count people interested in artworks exhibited in Atolls, count the time of eyeballs on each of them, and even track the emotions that they are experiencing. With thousands of adults around the globe, will generate new data streams to bring price transparency to the whole industry. For now, we are finishing the MVP of the online platform, having everything ready to start adult manufacturing, 300 amazing artworks to sell in storage, and a list of iconic venues ready to place our adults. So we are raising $400,000 safe, 150,000 is already committed, with a $4 million post-money valuation gap to place 2 adults in Miami. With this money, we will validate the market with a $50,000 in revenue in 6 months and ensure a 1-year runway for the next fundraising round. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Roman. Yes, Sharks, questions?
Question, Roman. So how do you compete against all the art NFTs in the marketplace?
We don't need to compete with them. We need to collaborate with them. So like our adults will have like touchscreen displays. We can show and sell MVP through them. So,
because my understanding is people want to sell art. That has been a very successful platform with a lot of transparency, or at least there's a market that for it. So I'm trying to understand how and where your product would be different.
So actually, the problem of the market, existing market, like I mean primary market, is that, like, for example, all galleries, where they are, they're empty. People don't used to go inside the galleries because it's a very embarrassing process. So people think that they are not sophisticated enough to understand art. They think they can't afford it. And that's why we have like 68 billion market made by just 100,000 buyers, like globally. This is insane. We're living like in 21st century, and we have like this number of people who buy out all art in the earth. So what I'm doing, I want to put like thousands of those adults in the middle of the mall corridors, in airports, like transportation hubs, lobbies of like luxury hotels, business centers, residential centers. I will change the exhibition like on a weekly manner, and I will just move art like much closer to people, and they will start thinking about buying the art. And this is kind of thing can like literally disrupt the whole market.
And what's your revenue model?
50% industry standard, like from commission, it's commission-based thing, like.
And who are the primary artists that's providing you this art? Is it, independent, small folks, or extremely famous? Yeah.
Triet, there is no any problem on a supply side. So, for example, in the United States, there are like 5,000 galleries that can introduce, like, can work with like 120,000 artists from the worldwide, like on an annual basis. But like in the United States, million people claim themselves to IRS that they are making a living from selling the art. So, like, there is a lot of artists in the world, and it will get worse or like better. I don't know how to say, because like AI is arriving, a lot of people will have no things to do, rather like do art. So this is the supply side will be growing significantly in the nearest times.
Yeah, I'd be interested in more.
Okay, one shark is interesting. Congrats, Roman. Okay. What about
interesting?
I just again, it's an intriguing concept. I don't know why you need venture capital to try this out. I mean, I would have expected that you've already tried this out and proven that it works, and I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so like I'm close to this, so I'm doing this thing, but I actually pretty heavy. So I need much more money to move fast and like to place a lot of those things, physical things, to show physical art. It's kind of expensive, and yes.
Well, okay, I'm trying to understand. I mean, you're gonna put it in the the whatever it is store in the airport, as opposed to in a gallery in Carmel, right? That's the idea. right? All you need to do is find a couple of retailers in high traffic zones who are saying, hey, that sounds like a great experiment. Let's try it.
So
And
they're waiting for me to manufacture.
Then go do it. Just go do it. Don't raise money. Go do it. Okay.
I'm doing it, but like, like the thing is, the idea is very simple. So like, I'm a small guy, like on a very big world, and like if I show that it works, I need to move very fast and to move.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just go figure it. Find some like-minded retailers who think this is a really clever idea, in high traffic zones. And, again, the artists are going to be happy to let you borrow their paintings, right? Or whatever.
I already have them, so I have.
Right. So they're sitting in storage, God bless it. So put them out there and try it.
But
that's all.
So I need to have those ethos, actually physical ethos, to prove the concept exactly in the way I'm seeing it, because everybody, so 100 years artists used to sell their artworks on the crowded places. There is no every gallery places themselves on the high traffic areas. So we have in structure of the revenue structure or of the brick and mortar galleries is
you gotta move on, Roman.
All right. I'm sorry. Okay, Roman. I wish you the best of luck. Go for it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Shark is in. Thank you so much, Roman. Congratulations. We'll connect you with Triet after the event. So we're moving on. Stay till the end and please share your GGW profile here. Now, the next one is Peter Skuda. Peter, are you ready? Hello.
Yes, I am ready. Yes. Great. Okay, hello, listen up, money makers. We are talking a state-of-the-art, game-changing natural language processing model with a vocabulary bigger than a thesaurus. And the processing engine is faster than a cheetah on the espresso. This bad boy is gonna revolutionize the way we use language and disrupt the market like never before. It's a high-risk, high-reward investment opportunity that will have the competition quacking in their boots. Actually, right now, I want to use this opportunity because right now, I'm going to unleash the beast. It's a large language model that has an extreme focus on a vocabulary and the 10 gigabytes of PyTorch. This is a truly marvelous thing, and as it is one of the future of AIs in existence. There is no other company that can provide me with the parameters because it has a 3 million vocabulary. In order to obtain the parameterized model, it requires a significant amount of computing data and computing power, which is truly hard making on the 3 million multipliers. The exponential growth makes it very difficult for an LLM to accurately obtain the parameters. That's why I am going to unleash the beast today and make it open source. And this is one thing that I have, but let's see that I am ready with the pitch. Okay.
Thank you, dear Sharks. Your questions.
Boy, I'll just be honest, Peter. I did not understand at all what you were saying. I heard large language model in there somewhere, and I heard 3 million in there somewhere. And I heard, revolutionize and blah, blah, blah. But I'm sorry. I just couldn't quite understand what you were saying.
Yes. Actually, I'm just so excited today because I have signed NDAs with top leading AI companies in the world, starting from, you already know of them. I cannot name it, but because I would breach the NDA, right? What I have people turning into AI. I already have cloned 4 people actually, which has the full thoughts, feelings, and everything in an AI. It's already working and it's already up in several clouds right now. And today, I built a 3 million vocabulary and made it byte level tokenized to the world. So it will become a new large language model on the website. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, thank you, Bill, and the rest. Is it still clear for you?
Well, now I'm getting that it's a generative AI large language model that can capture me and create an artificial me. That's what it sounded like he's saying.
Yes, also.
And what would be
it's already working. It's already working.
Yeah, so we've seen a couple of those already. And they all say they're working, and they're all very, they're all imperfect still, but go ahead.
I have the ex-managing director of Deutsche Bank in US already AI turned into AI.
Okay.
So I am doing a patent pending on it actually.
What would be the main application of this? I'm sorry to.
That's the hard point. That's why I am going to open source the normal large language model, which I am teaching the ordinary AI language models, because it has so many parameters that even the normal parameterized version cannot even parameterize it. So I am having very, very large problems just to parameterize the model, because it's more than 12 gigabytes. Ordinary large language models are around 3 to 6 when you quantize to turn it into a smaller version of it. But I have already big, because the vocabulary is 3 million words in it.
No. All right. Are there any sharks interested to connect? Okay. Thank you so much, Peter. Appreciate it.
I just used it. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So please stay in the chat, share your contacts in there. Maybe some in there would be interested to connect with you. And I think this is the time when we wrap this up. Some of the people didn't get a chance to pitch yet, so you will get a chance to pitch on the next event. So reach out to my team at info@goglobal.world, and we will let you pitch among the first next time, because we really care and we promise and we deliver on that. So with that, I think this is the time when we wrap this up and let the presenters present their final words of wisdom, whatever they have on their heart to share with you as the final feedback. So they would you would come with something back, and that would be maybe a final words of wisdom supporting you with your businesses. Maybe we start this time from Triet and go from left to right. Triet, whatever you have on your heart.
So the rest of us, there's not a pitch opportunity, is that what you said?
There will be a pitch opportunity, but next time, please turn off your microphone. The event is over. Thank you so much. Okay, Triet, please share your.
Not everyone had really interesting ideas. For some of them, just outside of our geography focus, I would just say leading with a little bit more quantitative metrics for some of the pitches.
Okay, so okay, thank you. And we'll be happy to have you on the next future pitch events. So thank you for your participation, and appreciate all the feedback you shared with Meir.
Yeah, I love the diversity in terms of the innovation and the ideas, but you only have 2 minutes, so I think that it's important to come extremely well prepared, and the value proposition needs to be very clearly conveyed, I think, within the first 30 seconds. So some of them did a really good job at that, but others, I think there's some room for improvement on that.
Yep. Thank you so much. I'd be happy to see you on future events. And yeah, this is not easy. This is 2 minutes elevator pitch, and sometimes it's like you get nervous, like of course you may fail, but we appreciate everyone who's trying, and you're all brave. We really respect that. Thank you, Meir, for your words. You're Reichert, your turn.
Yeah. So again, I do really appreciate the passion and the energy and the enthusiasm of the entrepreneurs who are pitching, and as you were saying, Daniel, sometimes that overwhelms the pitch a little bit, and there is to the other comments that just too many entrepreneurs, they get so excited that they use all of this sort of marketing language about we're going to transform, we're going to disrupt, we're going to revolutionize, we're going to whatever. And And that's, we understand your passion. We appreciate that. But really, 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 what we really need, and again, some of you did this, but just make sure right at the beginning, we know what you are doing in, a sentence or two that will stick in our brains. And so we can go back to our partners and say, I just heard a pitch from a company that is doing this, this, this. But if you're off kind of with these analogies or disrupting or whatever, it's just really hard for us to get stuck in our brain what it is you're doing in such a way that we can latch on to, oh yeah, that's the kind of thing we really like. Let me drill in some more. So please just focus on the sentence. What I coach entrepreneurs to do is imagine TechCrunch wants to write an article about your company, right? And so the article is not going to be designed for IEEE experts or for, whatever. The article is designed for general business people. And the TechCrunch journalist is not going to say, well, ABC company is a revolutionary, disruptive, paradigm shifting, transformative company that is going to change the world of the $3.5 trillion market they're going after. They're not going to say that, right? They're not going to say that. So what is the sentence that a good business journalist would use that you'd like them to use to describe your company? And, why don't you have that? I will tell you, by the way, I think half of the companies, it was very hard to know even what the name of your company is. So at least some of you put the name in your title. That was good. That's a secret. Daniel didn't force you to do it this time, but please, 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 make it clear at least what the name of your company is. So, okay, enough of me, but thank you guys.
Thank you, Bill, for your words. I actually wrote the feedback you gave last time, so I want to read it just for a second. The formula to catch investors' attention, according to Bill Reichert, and he said it on the previous one, present compelling value proposition and then show traction as a proof, as your proof for that. Okay, so that's the words of wisdom of Bill Reichert. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Maria, please, your turn.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you to everybody. Love to see the passion as well. Echoing a little bit what Bill said, I would say don't spend, in this pitch or any other pitch, don't spend half the pitch explaining the problem. Be brief and straightforward, and would love to see a little bit more of the number side. Make us want to invest based on the numbers and the traction you have. Be really clear with that portion as well.
Numbers matters. Thank you so much, Maria. Appreciate that. We truly hope you join us again as a judge in the future. It's great to have your feedback. Team, you will be the one who will be closing this global GGW Sharks 2026. No pressure.
Okay. No, great to be here. This is my first time here. Very exciting. I love the energy, the vibe here. I think that just adds some points. I think all the judges have said great thing about value proposition. So just to just make the best use of these 2 minutes. Tell us about the problem. What's your solution? What's the outcome? Either your traction or a potential market. Tell us more about that, and we will ask questions after your pitch. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. I hope to have you again. Great feedback. Dear judges, it was an amazing event, and I think we nailed it. Dear startups, you were doing great. Thank you for your pitches and for your brave attitude to pitch us. So I've just shared the link about the feedback. So please give us your feedback. It's really important for us. So we try to make this event better. And those who didn't pitch last time, reach out to my team at info@goglobal.world. We will make sure you pitch next time among the first. We will give you a priority. And if you register GGW platform, you also will get a priority to pitch next time. So thank you so much. Great. Have a great the rest of the week, and we'll see you on August 25th on the next GGW 27. Take care, everyone, and have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.